Okay, good evening, guys. So, um, last day before yesterday, this is what we did. We did this media tag and these forms and the inputs. So, and this select tag. So, I'm going to redo it now. So, let me just clear everything here so I can explain back how it works. I have these forms. And the inputs. Okay. So I said this all this media tag now. We have different type of media tag. We have the normal media is this image, video, and audio. So let's say where there's this one too. Okay, audio and so let's say you want to add this for image now. If you want to add image from your this thing, I've import the image that I want to use already. So I want to use this image here. So but if you want to import your image, you're going to get it from here. This tag here, you're going to click your import files. So once you click import files, you are going to get your image that you want, or video or audio that you want. So you can just select any file. You can even select documents. Let's say you can select document like PDF. Let me try and get if I can get a PDF file. So let me try for documents. Let me take this one. So this one is .pdf. Oh, it's not opening. So but if you want to get for PDF, there's different way. Wait first. Let's just put it here like this. Then let's go back to our index.html. So for the image tag, you are going to declare it with img. So in your img, you are going to have the source. So the source is where is what is going to input. Let's say you get a you have this tag from this Google. You have some Google you are going to get, you are going to see copy link, copy image link. So if you now copy the image link, let's say you have the image link from https dot slash, you can put it like this, from that google.com slash user dot user blah dot jpg, stuff like that. You can get it like this from Google. If it has, if like original, if image, I mean original image source. Then this out, what is used for is like, let's say this image fails now, and user not, so user will not feel like, okay, what's this place for? So you're not going to do like user profile. Let's say you want to use this image for user profile. So let's check it out now. Okay, see now this image that I get, it fails. So even if you see, you are going to know, okay, this image that I want to show, it is for user profile. So you are going to know what it's about. But if you don't have this thing, or you want to use like directly from your own file, you can also use this type of style for video, for audio. You can use it also. So once you import your image. I've imported my image here, user.jpg or .jpeg. So what you're not going to do is just put it here like this. This is already um exists in your file. So just put user.jpg. Then once you play it here like this, you see your image is here already. Good. Now I now talk about this fake caption, like this figure. So in this figure, put your I'm going to show you what this figure look what is used for now. Oh shit. I want to put img. I want to put the user.jpg here now. Now you see, this is my fake. This is my figure. Where if you portrait try your own, you might not see this color blue there because I'm the one that styled it here like this. I styled the figure here like this to be color blue. So you might not see it because I want it to be, if I let it to be like that, I want you so that you can see what I'm doing. So inside this figure, you can put your image there. Then inside there, we now have this tag called this fake caption. You see this fake caption is going to allow you to write text for that image. Let's say let's say I want to write something for this. Let's say I want to write description for that cloth. Now I can say this cloth is a suit for men that they wear to office to look elegant. Now you see it now. Unlike this one, I assume I wrote image text for this one. It's going to be different. It's going to be down here. But this one now is for the image. So you get this one now is for the image. So even if someone said now, it's going to know that okay, this text is for this image. So that's the purpose of this figure and the fake caption. So I hope you understand that one. So now I'm going to the video tag. So this video tag is just like this video. Um have your source. That ID is when you want to like add other this thing. Remove this preload. So this video, I've also get my video. As I said before, you can put um your link. You can put link existing link that is working, you can put it there, but this one does not have alt, so you are just going to put it as video.mp4. Now you see that it's not even playing. Why is it not playing? Because it does not have these controls. You see, for image, for video must have this controls tag. So these controls, you see, if I play it now, you see this control is going to allow me to play this video by itself now. You see it now. Then I can pause it, I can play, I can pause and play. I can even scroll back. I can play, scroll back. You see? I can double tap to for it to move. I can double tap for it to move like this. I can also do it like this, like the playback. Let's say I have the playback. I can adjust the playback to move very fast. You see, I can use it like this, like 15 seconds, 1.75, 0.7. So if I did not put out controls, this thing is not, all this stuff is not going to work. I can even mute it. Let's play it now. You see that it has mute. It's not talking out loud. But it's now see this wide one here. It can only work on browser. So once I click it like this, it's going to take the full screen of my web page. So but without the controls, it's not going to work. You see, the first time I did not put the controls, it is not even working at all. It's not even working at all. So even if you want to download it, you can download it, but this also is going to work on browser if you want to download the image. If you want to download the video, I mean. So now that's for the video tag. Now let's talk about the audio. This one you also have this audio, also have the source, but I did not have my own audio. I did not have any audio here. You can just put, as normal audio is going to be audio.mp3, audio.mp3. Then you also put the controls there. So the audio is going to be like this. You can also have, you see the speed, everything is going to be there. It's going to work normally. Now that's how it's going to be. But don't be afraid. I don't think like, but normal like movie box or Netflix, their video is not like this. You see all those kind of stuff. They are the one that are going to design it by themselves. They are not going to use these controls. They're not going to use these controls. I don't that will be doing it with JavaScript. You are going to see like um you're going to see let's say you put this one to be, I don't let us go there now. So just know it like this. You should just put your controls there. So that's about the media stuff. So now let's go to forms. You see these forms is like, like a normal login page. You're going to have a login page, like, it's like a form because you are collecting user data. So a form now, a normal form. If you want to enter school, you are going to give you a form. Now you should fill a form. So now and also a login page is also like a form type. Like you should fill that form before you can enter, so you can know who you are. You can use and identify you very well. So that's the purpose of this form tag. So you are going to put it like this form. So once you put this form, so HTML already know that, okay, you are submitting a form here. So it's not that, how do you now put the input for the forms? So we now have this input tag. That's when the input tags now comes in. But if you want to work with form that is going to collect user data, you should always put this form tag. Always put this form tag. So now, once you start with this form tag that you want to, okay, like let's say you want to build something like a login page or sign up page or a registration page. I'm going to give one design, so you guys are once you start CSS, so you can use it and do it for the form page like that. So let's say we have, so if now to where user are not going to input their stuff, that's also called the input tag. So the input is also going to work with the this thing, with the form tag. So we have the input type to be, we have the inputs. Normally we have these inputs. So you can just remove the name and ID for now, but just close it like this. So we are going to have input type to be what? So we have different type. So this one, let's say I just have this input. This input is just there. It do not have anything. It's just working there. It's default at test. But if I now want to identify it, I want to be specific with what I'm doing now. So I'm going to put it as input type to be test. So if I put the input type to be test, you see there's no even difference with the first one I did. It's just default as test as normal. Then, but let's say I have different type of input test. I have this one to be input type also to be test. But okay, let's say I have this name for the name or what this one want to do. Let's say I want it to do for username. I want this one to do for, let me say I put the name to be for full name. Yes, full name. Okay, let's play it now. Okay, as a normal person, you can just put like, okay, what's this one for? What's this phone for? It's not specific. It's not specified. Like, okay, what's this one for? Let's put this break tag here. So let's put this break tag here so we can see it very well. Like the input is going to look real. Like even when we have not even had CSS, it should look kind of still smooth. You get. Okay, so now we have it like this now. Okay, then okay, you know that some app they are going to have something like so you know in their input form you are going to see something that is written there, but once you now start to type, you see that that thing is going to go away. That's called the placeholder. That's the placeholder. That place, since the input is still empty, it's going to take the place of that input for down. It's going to take it there. So you can now have inside of it, like let's say like username. So I mean full name. Then you can also have it like this placeholder for this one to be username. um Username. So even with this now, user can even know that okay, what they want us to put here is our full name. Now there's no even confusion again. You see, it's making your design to look clean, that okay, what they want us to put here is our full name. What they want us to put there is our username. But you know, in a normal design, they're not going to put it like this as full name, username. What they're not going to do is like this. You are going to have something like you are going to have something like span. Yes, you're going to have something like span here like this. They will now tell you that put your full name stuff like this. Then here the placeholder is now going to be like, you're not going to use as the example of the name you want them to put. Let's say your full name should be like John Doe. Uh-huh. Let's also put the pro tag here. So you are also going to have John Doe. So that's the more possible of what they use placeholder for. Like user can be able to get insight of what they should put there. So this place now is now going to be username. So your username can now be like, let's say like anything, let's say, let's just put let's just put Henry Erico, some stuff like that sha. Just know that that's your username or your nickname. So now users are going to know that okay, my full name should be here now. My full name should be here as John Doe, and my username is my this thing. And just put Furcon. So you are going to put your, so you already know by this now, like okay oh, this place now, this form that I'm filling, it should be for John, it should be for my full name, and this place should be for my username or my nickname, stuff like that. So that placeholder is just like it should be giving user that example of what you should put. So instead of that input should be empty, and it's not normal for it, it's not ideal for that input should be empty just like that. So okay, let's move to other inputs that we have. We have the input type for number. So this input type, don't forget your placeholder to be just, let's say you can just put eg to be blah 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 blah. You understand now how all those placeholder used to, how they used to be. So you see that this one did not even give me to, it did not allow me to put for all these my tests. It's giving me number directly. It's giving me only number directly. Let's just put this, just let's just ignore this one for now. So you now be talking about the input for now. Okay, I think this theory is okay. This theory is okay like this. Oh, I forgot. Let's put one more for the email. So you can just put it there as your, don't forget this pan is just to make it look clean. Don't forget to, I'm not doing it like it's compulsory. If you have your design, you can just do it by yourself. So let's have another one for the email. Let me show you something about this email one now. You are going to see that. Don't forget all your type should be same. They should be small letter. You see, I'm not writing a known as capital letter for the text. the placeholder too is not, it does not start with capital letter, it is small letter. The name also, it is small letter. Please don't forget there's no capital letter here. So you can just put this placeholder as example at gmail.com. So you already know this here. Now if I now leave this, okay, this one, let's say I put this thing as stuff like this, then you now put, okay, now there's this so now if you want to submit your form, you know, on a website you have something that you usually use and submit your form. There's also this input called input type to be submit. Now if I put it as submit like this, it has even given me a submit already. But you see, it is submitting it is reloading my page. It is reloading my page. You see, I just put it is default as button. So I can, it's the amount of time that I've submitted, that's why it is reloading that time. If I should put the name as submit, I can, you see, because of that's the type of submit, I can just change the value. If you want to change the value, let's say I want to change the value to login, so it's going to overwrite the value there to login. So if you want to change your value, you can just overwrite it with value. You should change the value to login. So now let's say, and I start writing my name there like this. Let's say I write Amzat. I put Fucon code. I put blah 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 blah. So in this display, I just put example. Now if I should submit, I'm going to have this error that please an email include this, because I've not put this at. So if I should not put this at, I should still log in. You see, it's telling me that at is not even complete. So it's expecting something like at G. But if I should even put this G, but you see that it still submit because it is not complete. It's supposed to be at gmail.com. So that's the function of this email, for this email tag. So instead of, you should not just be using anyhow tag for, let's say you want to put for email. Now you're not putting test, you now have to be writing your code, like you still have to be writing more JavaScript code to be checking for it. So now you can just put it for just put it as this thing. But let's say I now even put this one as example at gmail.com. I should now log in. You see that it's even submitting. What of this rest? Are they going to submit to the database empty? So this is what you're now going to put. Because you want everything to be required, like everything, they must put everything. What I'm now going to put, just put this tag called required. This tag called required. You see that read only, I'm coming after this now. I'm going to talk about this read only that is popping up. That one also has its own tag. It also has its own this stuff. So let's now submit. Now I know how to submit empty. It's going to tell me that please fill out this field. If I should not, because it is required, I should even leave it. It's going to tell me I should fill every field because I put everything as required. Then email is also now going to talk its own back that okay, you have not put this one. So once I submit it now, you see it has submit, everything is going to clear. It has submit. But normally it's not good for your web page to be reloading like that. Once you get to JavaScript, we are going to talk how to handle that. So now let's say let's just get out of this form. So that's just about form. You have your, just put your inputs that you need, then you have your submit tag. So now let's now come to other inputs that we have. Other inputs, just going to give you one input. I'm going to send one, image for you, so you are going to use and do for other inputs that we have. So I just want to check for I just want to tell you about this read only tag that is there. Let's just have this placeholder to be random. So okay, let's say I now put this one. I can even put the value as now. Let me just put the value as at now. And now change this to be read only. You know the type is text already. I've put the value. Let's put the name to also be named like this. All those ones are not really necessary. So I have this one as okay. This is Hamza down here. You see, I'm unable to. I can only read it because I can only read what is inside the input. I cannot. I cannot input anything there. I have blocked it from unlike this one that you can put it there, but this one is just read only. You can only read it, you cannot input any other thing. So you have blocked it from you writing something. So you have blocked the user from doing that. So you can do it. Let's say when you are submitting your form, you can now change all those tag to read only, so they will not go and submit, so they will not go and rewrite what they are trying to submit, because you are somebody can be working with network. So you can just block them from writing on that stuff there again. Is what they have right there that is going to submit. So maybe like once it has now submit, you now convert it back to okay, allow them to write. Not only read only, you should remove the read only tag. So that's the function of that read only. So the value is what is going to be there. So now that's only everything about input. So I'm going to give you other input. So let me just talk about these inputs and this name. The purpose of this name. You might not have more purpose here, but let's say you want to build something like this quiz app. Let's say you want to build something like this quiz app. You now have this radio tag. You see this radio tag, if you have it, you can only click it once and you can never unclick it again. Once you click it like this, you can never unclick it again. If you are familiar, if you are okay, so I need some of you are right jam now, you are doing CBT exam. You see that once you click this stuff, you can never unclick it again. So but let's say you now have another. So let's say you have your question one, you have the radio tag at the front. Question two, you are going to have another radio tag at the front. Okay, once okay, maybe now click on this one. Okay, you now have to check back. You see, now you're already picking two answers. Now, what you are now going to do, you are going to give the both of them the same name. You are going to give them the same name. So once this one has checked, if now to switch, once you click this one, it's going to switch back to this one. So you have to give them the same name if you want them to be switching, especially for this radio tag. You see the rest, you can even ignore the name like that. You can even ignore the name. See if you are writing it for yourself, but if you want to write clean code, now you can easily recognize that okay, this name is for username, is for the name, this name is for the username. You can just put the name. But this one, if you want them to do the same thing, like they should be toggling for each other, then put the name to be the same. Don't forget. So we also have the input for we also have this input for checkbox. This down you can just click and unclick, or you can check and unclick, but don't mix this radio and checkbox. Don't mix it together. Okay, so bye for now, guys. So that's everything that we did. Oh, I forgot for the select select tag. For the select tag, so let's say you have an option to pick something like what's your gender. So can now have this option. So they now give you option to pick. Can just put the value there to be male, and if not to put the value, you can just put it here like this as male. Then you still put the option to be female. So let's say they ask that what's your gender now. So you can now put that male or female. stuff like that. So that's just about the select tag. So that's everything. So this one is just going to let you select for this one. So assuming you put the value to be default as assuming you put the value to be male now, let's say female. So it's going to be working for the first. Let's say, so I think the value tag is not working for this one. So the option is that, so you put your select tag here like this, then your option. You see this one does not have value. It's like you are going to stretch it down. So you are going to have a span like this. Let's say you have a span like this. It's like, what is your name? So after that, what is your name? You're now picking that. Okay, what is your name? You now pick it like this, female or male. Sure you get now. So that's how the select tag works. So that's all for what we did last 2 days ago. Thank you.